On day 1, Lee Abbott goes into town to grab a few items from the shop, where he sees a news report about an explosion going off somewhere nearby. He then goes to meet his family. Evelyn is playing with Bo, while Regan is waiting for him at the bench to watch Marcus. At a baseball game, Marcus is preparing for the play. In the middle of the game, everybody sees what looks like a comet coming down from the sky. Everybody starts to flee, with Regan joining Lee, while Evelyn takes the boys. As Lee approaches an officer to see what is going on, the monsters begin to attack the town. Lee grabs Regan and hides inside a bar, while an alien strolls outside listening and waiting. The bar is attacked when a woman's phone goes off, but Lee and Regan get out and run back to Evelyn and the boys just as the monster runs after them and kills the officer. Back at day 474, shortly after killing the aliens that closed in on their home in the previous movie, Evelyn gets Regan, Marcus, and the baby out of the house before they proceed to head out. Evelyn grabs an oxygen tank for the baby, while Regan gets a map, plus a radio to weaponize against the creatures. The family moves on quietly, armed with their guns. They go beyond their usual trail and go following the railroad. Evelyn accidentally sets off a trap that causes some bottles to rattle. As they are on, someone spots them through a sniper lens. Marcus's leg gets caught in a bear trap, causing him to scream uncontrollably. Although Evelyn tries to quiet him down, the baby starts crying too. A monster approaches them, but Regan gets the speaker ready to weaken the monster with the frequency from her hearing aid before Evelyn blasts it in the head. They continue to run as another monster approaches, but they are found by the sniper, a man named Emmett. They run as the monster is just behind them. He brings the family down into his soundproof bunker before the monster can get them. Evelyn recognizes Emmett from the past since his kid went to school with Regan and Marcus, but Emmett's wife and son have died. He says there are other survivors out there, but he claims they are not worth saving. After Evelyn treats Marcus's wound, she talks to Emmett and mentions that Lee is dead. Emmett also apparently knew that it was Lee who would light fires every night, but he never thought to go for the Abbotts. Regan puts the radio on for Marcus when he suddenly hears Beyond the Sea playing. They realize this means someone else is playing it, but Emmett says the song plays on a loop and that it's been picked up since he moved to the hills. Regan tells Marcus that she thinks the song choice is a code and that she can use a map to find where the song is being played if she can find a boat. Marcus tries to convince her otherwise, but Regan leaves in the morning when everyone is asleep. Evelyn pleads with Emmett to go look for Regan, mentioning how she already lost one child. Regan travels far enough to come across the train tracks. After some crows make noise, a monster comes to the train car she is in. Regan utilizes the hearing aid and fires one shot at the monster, but she tries cocking her rifle, and it gets stuck. The monster lunges toward her, but Emmett arrives in time to shoot it in the head. He tries to bring Regan back, and he also must enunciate his words, since he can't communicate in sign language with her. Regan is still adamant about going through with her plan. Meanwhile, after resting, Regan lost her hearing aid, devastated, but Emmett came back giving it back to her. Evelyn went out from the bunker to gather medical supplies, leaving Marcus alone to take care of the baby. Evelyn stops by Bo's memorial shrine to pay tribute to her son. She then stops by the store to grab medicine, bandages, and 2 oxygen tanks. Marcus steps out of the bunker for a moment to check out Emmett's compound and is startled by what appears to be a woman's decomposing corpse. He knocks something over and alerts a nearby monster. Marcus runs back into the bunker, but accidentally locks himself and the baby inside the vault. And the oxygen tank is running dangerously low. And both Marcus and the baby are having difficulty breathing air. Regan and Emmett stop by the marina to get a boat, but Emmett sees what looks like a little girl crying. He approaches her, but the girl places a rope around his neck. Other survivors, led by a sickly man, come out and attempt to capture Regan and take the hearing aid from her. Regan was forced to go with the man until Emmett instructed her to dive. She does so, and Emmett creates noise that attracts a monster. It attacks the survivors, and Emmett stabs the leader in the leg so he can scream and attract the monster. Emmett jumps in the water, and when a creature goes after him, it drowns. Regan then appears on a boat and grabs Emmett. And Emmett reveals he has the hearing aid kept safe in his mouth. Evelyn makes it back to the bunker, but finds that one of the monsters has made it in there. She places one of her oxygen tanks near some fuel as the monster rises up. Evelyn shoots the tank, blowing it up and causing the monster to catch fire, but it doesn't kill it. The sprinklers go off, and the falling water gives Evelyn a chance to head back down and make it to her boys in time. Evelyn was worried to see Marcus has passed out from oxygen deprivation, but then he wakes up. Evelyn closes the vault safely this time. Regan and Emmett make it to an island where the survivors were playing this song. They meet a man who is part of the group. He asks Emmett if he figured out the message, but Emmett admits it was all Regan. The man explains that once the National Guard realized the monsters couldn't swim, they began sending boats away from the cities, but most people ruined it by screaming and attracting the monsters. In the morning, Emmett hears a noise coming from the boat, and he finds that a monster managed to arrive on the island on the boat. Emmett tries to warn the islanders, but the monster begins to attack and kill people. Regan and Emmett join the man as he honks his car horn to get the monster away from the people. He brings the two to the radio station before the monster drags him away and kills him. Regan and Emmett lure the monster into the radio station where the song had been playing. Emmett does what he can to distract the monster, while Regan makes her way into the control room. At the same time, Evelyn steps out of the vault and finds that the monster made its way into the bunker, and it tries to attack Evelyn and the boys in the vault. Regan puts her hearing aid on the microphone, and the frequency weakens the monster. Marcus hears the noise over the radio and plays it to weaken their monster. He steps out of the vault and grabs Evelyn's pistol, shooting the monster in the head, while Regan grabs a microphone stand and jams it into the other monster's head. The hearing aid remains on the microphone for anyone to turn to the right channel and fight back.